Why would this be more effective than the other plan?
Oh, you have sides already, di ba?
Next, kung sino.
Para i-cruise
Okay, so for technicality's sake, I just like to clarify on the question, the application for PR Elite. So this is not stated in my platform, but I want PR Elite members to be current members this year. So it's PR Elite members for next year, but you should be a member this year. Now, the question is why? Why first year? So the main fact that PR Elite members for next year are already members for this year. They already know the nature of promotions and they know how to handle it. The main goal of my PR Elite is the guidance of the promotions head. So they're not only to approve or disapprove, but they empower the promotions head by only guiding them in their execution of the conceptualization of the promotions and the overall impact that the promotions gives outside the admin.
Thank you so much,
If I were elected next year, I would want PR Elite applications to be open in the second semester. Because we know that we got down members. This year, what happened was, we got members during the first semester. And we actually thought that we accepted people late. We thought that was the problem of PR Elite this year. But we realized the problem was not the time. The problem was that we got too many people. Which is why I want, for next year, I want first sem to be dedicated to training, to workshops. Going back to our core competency of marketing education, PR is very much linked to marketing. So why not educate everyone, give everyone an equal opportunity to know about public relations, to know more about public speaking, to know more about branding. Which is why I want that during the first sem, that's when we give everyone an equal opportunity to know more about PR. And once you realize that you want to learn more, that you see yourself leading the department, that's when you join PR Elite in the second semester.
It means our platform. Both.
Nakaganon siya. Pero di na record.
Okay,
You have to talk square. So,
Heads.
Yes.
Tails, what's the
Yeah.
Okay, so Ariana chose heads. Johnny chose tails. So now that you guys defined the flagship projects, I'll make you guys take a stand. So heads, Action Machine should be removed as a flagship project. Tails aims to be removed as a flagship project.
Oh. 1 minute. Wait
As I
lang.
mentioned,
1, 2, 3, and go.
as I mentioned earlier, a lot of members do not want to join ACHMA because it is a party org. Remove it as a flagship then. Remove it as a flagship. Another thing is that although remove Shindig as flagship because it's remove Shindig as flagship because as compared to AIMS, it does not explicitly practice or show exemplify marketing education and marketing practice. To other people, it's just a party. So why is it a flagship? To other people, it's just a night where people get drunk, get wasted. Like, is that really what we want as our flagship project? Is that the image we want for ACHMA? No. We want us to be the premier marketing organization of the Ateneo. Hence, the Ateneo is a collegiate marketing seminar. Yes. Thank you.
Chill. 1, 2, 3.
Stomping me.
Shh.
Stay there.
1, 2, 3.
Go.
Why we should remove AIMS as our flagship project? I think we should retain Shindig as our flagship project and not AIMS, because first Shindig is, well, Ariana said that it's not very embodied marketing, education, marketing practice, but I believe it is. You know why? Because marketing is selling value for your event. We sell shilling as the biggest event, the biggest party in the metro, and that's where we practice marketing. What is marketing? Selling value. How can we sell value? We can only sell value if, you know, grand yung party. That's where and there's no grander stage to present how we do marketing than there is Shindig, because it's our biggest project. You cannot take away Shindig because Shindig is what Ajma is known for. If we take away Shindig, we take away part of our soul. That's how it feels. I don't want to take away Shindig. And we're supposed to take out aims and have Shindig as our project, as a flagship project. Thank you, thank you.
Ariana, 30 seconds to rebut. 2, 3,
1, 2, 3, go.
go.
What's my argument against Shindig?
Shindig.
Remove Shindig.
Yeah,
Remove Shindig, keep Ames.
I love Ames.
I love Ames, but we must remove Shindig as our flagship project. Rebuttal, Ariana, think. Remove Shindig as your flagship because...
15 seconds.
No. Shindig as your flagship.
10,
Remove Shindig as
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
The vision of the organization is to develop dynamic, innovative leaders in business as movers, movers, and shakers. And if you attend the party, are you becoming a mover and shaker of Philippine society? No. We are irresponsible when we are in shaking, right?
Thank you so much, Evan. Now for the candidates for president.
Paul, ganun mo yung Paul. Saan ganun kayo sa Paul? Magkara.
Okay, so first question. You know that last year, John Palma's year, everyone was so burnt out. Right? Afterwards, everyone was so tired. And then in Carol's year, people often say that wala silang masyadong ginawa. Now that this year comes, a lot of people then say that they are again tired because they do a lot of things. So where do you think is the middle ground, and how are you going to implement it next year? Or how are you going to take action next year?
Who goes with heads and tails?
Heads.
Forehead.
Decorum.
Tails? Ano tails?
What?
Tails.
So, who goes first?
Tails. Kasi may tails.
Kaya pala ko siya choose.
1 minute. Ay, 1 minute yung start, yung speech mo. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and go.
I think the middle ground with not doing anything and doing a lot of things lies in the training. The training that a lot of people from John Palma's batch and your batch, Chavs, got, you know, not everyone got the same kind of training. And, you know, it always goes back to the opportunities. Like this year, what I observed is that the same volunteers get, let's say, the subhead position, so they get more exposure and they get more work. So kaya nafe-feel nila yung pagka-burnout. As opposed to kay Carol naman, wala rin training. Tapos parang not everyone was also given the opportunity kasi no one was driven to even try to volunteer. Kasi parang, ano ba to? Like, it's just Ajma. Wala silang work na magawa kasi wala rin naman silang puso to do it. John Palmas and your batch, Chavs, have a lot of heart. Pero, the thing is, hindi lahat pantay-pantay yung gustong heart. Pili lang yung mga taong may heart. And yung iba, parang sucks lang. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay, so I actually consulted with one of the HRVP bosses of San Miguel, and I asked her about, okay, so ma'am, how do you solve motivation? And how do you keep people from getting burnt out? And actually, nagulat ako sa sagot niya, kasi she's like, Paul, that's one of the hardest problems to solve. But I can answer that with one thing, team building. I was like, what do you mean, ma'am, team building? Go up with your people. Like, really, ma'am? Yeah, because you have to make them understand that they should go beyond working relationships, that they should be able to build good relationships. Kasi, come on, we have to admit the fact that we can never sell a stress-free ACHMA, given the fact that we have the biggest events. So the best thing that you could give them is, again, not only skill, but the culture. Because even if you're tired, you will be able to be motivated to work. If you know that the people, like freshies, you don't have to tell them to work. Just they feel the electricity amongst themselves. And I think that's something that we should inject, not only in our members, but also to the forest members, which are the ones who really need to push, because they are the project managers.
I agree with your idea on the team building, but I don't agree with regard to it becoming first. I want training first because I know that people will only be driven to do things if they know how to do things. So, if wala kang training, first pa lang, hindi sila maiengganyo na maging builders of teams. Kasi, syempre, you have to be able to know the self first. What can I do? How can I do this? Okay, game. Susama ko ACHMA, diba? Then, that's when I meet people who have the same sentiments. Those that are equipped with the skills and are also very determined to join ACHMA. Then from there, we can have the team building. So ako talaga, more ako sa team building. And,
more ka sa training.
More ka sa training.
I'm more for the training. More for the training. Sorry. Thank you very much.
Violation.
Again, I would have to disagree with what Frank said. I've actually...
Just to add on to Champs' question, I'd like to, since both of you do state team building in both of your rebuttals and training and whatsoever, how, given this year, and given our experience of the two of you this year, how can you say that you will focus on either member training or on team building when there is a constant view that possibly the two of you are actually part of some of the most prominent ACHMA cliques that do not allow people inside of them. So how can you say that you will fix your internals if at the very beginning of it, we look at you and sometimes people think that you are your cliques and your groups are some of the most impenetrable walls of ACHMA. Thank you.
1 minute each now.
Paul na.
Okay, that's actually something that I have to admit. Yes, the cliques are very strong this year, and Frankie and I are really part of the strongest cliques. But again, but again at the same time, I had to understand. Actually, I was talking to people last Friday about this, and I guess this is one of the things that I got from them was that if I do become elected as the national president, I would have to start from my EB, because whether we like it or not, some of the people that I will be working with, if ever I do win, are part of that clique. So we have to be able to communicate with them early on that, okay guys, we may be a clique, but we have to extend and we have to expand. And we have, as leaders of the organization, it has to start from us that they might talk to force members. Then they told me na, Paul, you know what, nung first year kami, like sinabi na nila, hindi ko na sabihin. But the fourth year game, or they like, Paul, you know what, back in first year, sometimes the EB members would just make us sit in their table. And that was what would make us feel that we're part of the org early on. And if something as simple as that, again, is what it takes for you guys to be able to feel like you're part of the bigger picture, then so be it.
I would actually like to rebut your sentiments regarding starting with the EB. Actually, I think given the set of candidates now, we are already very synergized. I think regardless of who wins, I think all of us are actually, we understand each other's strengths and weaknesses. And so, if I were elected as ACHMA president, I would start with the members. I think it's about, I mentioned in my platform, it's about synergizing with the rest of ACHMA. Kaya yung cliques is kasi, yun nga parang nagka-wall, bigla na parang, uy, don't touch the members, uy, don't touch the force, because you are a VP. I don't want that. As part of the EB, what I plan to do is be able to reach out to the members and actually have them take interest in taking member training. So parang, uy, guys, mayroon ditong talk or whatever, attend the LTS. mga ganyan. And from there, that's when the cliques will be broken. That's when they will feel na, oy, as an admin, pwede pala to. Kahit may mga cliques sila on their own, no, I won't feel that kasi meron din kaming clique of our own. So we don't have to break it. We just have to expand it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, I would like to disagree, and I think my idea of breaking it down in the EB first works because, as you see, even before the members came this year, the cliques were already very prominent. So the cliques being established have nothing to do with the members. That's why you make sure from the start pa lang that again, they're low cliques. It's malamang you can tell people now, no, you can't hang out with each other. With each other. But again, even before the members come, you have to make your force feel motivated by making them feel that they're part of the bigger picture. Because again, it cascades down. If you start from the EB, that's going to translate into your force. And if you translate that from the force, it's going to translate to your members. So you can't say that just because the EB is already established and we're already synergized. That's the point there. We have to reach out to our force members even before the members come. Because we're gonna have the idea that fine, we're synergized and we already have everything under control. That's why I don't believe in that. And I think we should still start from the EB. And again, that's part of my platform actually. Starting early. Because if you don't start early, problems will come in the end. It's gonna be too late.
Sorry, last two na. Next question. What is marketing for you and how are you gonna integrate it in Atma next year? Kahit wala na rebuttal.
Frankie na, no? Wala na.
Wala na rebuttal.
How I see marketing is the need to address a want or a need by the target market. So that's the very definition of marketing. Even if you look it up in the books, you have to have a need or a want from your target market. And given that I really want to push for externalization both in and outside of Ateneo, it is important that we know who our target market is. And that for me is the Ateneo community, as in our fellow Ateneans. And I know that they have different kinds of needs and wants. And it is up to us as fellow Ateneans to know what kind of wants or needs can we address. And from that, we create value. That's where we create value through our events, through our relations with other people, and both Achmans and non-Achmans, the corporations, the organizations, and everyone else. It will all trickle down to the world, And yes, for me, marketing is being able to address the wants and the needs and to create value out of it. Thank you.
This is already stated in my platform. And again, marketing for me also is all about knowing the needs and the wants of your people because that's the only time that you can be an effective marketer. I actually talked to Ma'am Pindi and she told me that parang shindig may be a party, but they're actually doing good marketing. Because, well, fine, it's a party image, you know. But then at the end of the day, if the people need and want a party for them to be able to express themselves, then you are addressing a need and a want. So, yeah, again, our events cater to needs and wants. I don't have to explain that. But now I want, again, as I said, I want to incorporate it even in our systems. Asking ideas from the people. And I asked this also from Matt at Villanueva. I said, like, how do you control people, especially when it comes to them handling people? And her answer is simple. It's about feedback. You know, so again, sometimes I say that there's a need and want that people don't want. And you're the one who should show it to them that way. Maybe you should take a look at this. And so I say that addressing needs and wants does not only communicate to others, but also to your own organization as well and its own people.
Thank you. Thank you. Last question.
Yeah, last question for the president. Can you choose from heads or tails?
Sino ka?
May rebuttal.
Meron. Last question.
Heads.
Head. Head.
Sorry, makikita mo naman ako.
Tails yung muna. Okay.
Sino yun?
Frankie.
What do you think is the best thing in your platform which makes you better than your opponent?
Is this time?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, go.
I think the best part of my platform is really the synergy more than the externalization because I think everyone can offer externalization. But the synergy is not, like although in paper it sounds really promising for all leaders, I think it would be different across all kinds of leadership. And I think it is very special to me, this synergy aspect of my platform, because I know that I am the best person to implement this. Even if I give Paul my platform and tell him, oh, you implement this, he will still have a different take on it. And I honestly think mine would still be better, the way I would be able to showcase it and be able to translate it to the people. So yes, to answer the question, I think the part on the synergy within the organization is the best part of my platform. Thank you.
I agree with Frankie that externalization isn't the problem or isn't the best part, because anyone can do like externalization. But for my part, I think the best part of my platform is the culture that I want to impart, is the Achman first mentality. Again, this did not just come from me. I actually took the time to talk to a lot of people, and this did not just come from me, but it came from them. So for me, again, like what Frankie said, that I think the best person that could execute my platform is me. And again, I actually took the time to listen to the people, and it's just so. And for me, obviously, if you want to cater to your people, the best way to do so first is to listen to them. Because again, we can be stuck with our narcissistic views of what we think is best for the org. But especially if what you're trying to do concerns them, then you have to listen to them first. Because it's them you're trying to cater to. Again, it's the needs and wants of the people. And you listen to what they need and want. And that should come from them, not from you.
Gusto niya mag-rebut.
Actually, Paul, throughout this whole debate, what I've been hearing from you is that you talk to a lot of people. And honestly, I mean, it's a good thing. Like, don't get me wrong, it's a good thing. However, I find that we will be introduced to a different set of Achmans. And we need to rely on something that has been consistent, consistently there. And some of the problems that you addressed have not been there last year, it was just this year. So, although it is good to think about it, I don't think it is something that we should address again. We should address those that have been persistent, those that have been there all the time. I mean, it's not going to be on everyone's platform every year if it has been fixed. So, yes, I do agree with the Achman first, and that's actually like, the bigger picture is really on the synergy. So, actually, yun lang. Thank you.